Buenos dias, buenos tardes, buenos noches, a todos en todo el mundo. And good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody all around the world. And thank you for joining us today for another Left 4 Dead 2 competitive shoutcast. My name is MK. I'll be your caster and cameraman for today. And today we have another North American ReBooT Division 2 Winter Bracket Finals. And accompanying me will be the Nine Null. How's it going, my friend?
I'm doing great, MK. We're here at the very end of Division 2 winner bracket here at the NA ReBooT. Getting good, representing Oceania and Asia, I believe. I think it's mostly like Australia, maybe New Zealand. I see stiff Kiwis. I don't know if Kiwi is maybe a New Zealand reference. We've also got, of course, North America with Masquerade in the mix, and they're going to be going up against Little Demon from Peru.
Yeah, and they're going to have quite some battling going out here. They're going to be going live. We'll talk about that just a minute as we get baited out, which I guess we could talk about it now, as we're going to see Passifice and Diescraper Redux played, and it's going to be a total of both campaigns. So when we go into the next one, they're going to be setting the scores, however much that may be. It's not a first start if you win one. You got to have a cumulative score. So here it goes. We start opening attack. The best that you could ask for. Charger, Jockey, Spitter, Hunter, and all. What could be better?
We got a hunter.
Okay. Oh my goodness, kind of an awkward spit. I do apologize. Might be some lag on my end. I'm not sure. But do just let me know if I'm kind of speaking weirdly or anything. But for the meantime, just about 5% for the first hit onto Little Demon. Honestly, not a bad first hit. Well, it's obviously a scary hit, but kind of tough. You know, you got those rocket spawns, and that's about it. So they did all right. Get some damage. Boomer does have a spawn here as they transition away. And no, not going to pull the trigger yet. So we're going to have a boom smoke charge with Masquerade as the first tank for getting good. Charger and the boom both going to send it out. Smoker going to save. So we're going to be looking at a Smoker, Hunter, and a Jockey. And I think that's probably going to be the combination that Masquerade chooses to engage with here shortly.
Yeah, I believe he's just going to be a little patient to see what those spawns will be and what they killed. It should be Jockey and Hunter if I saw correctly, no. And yeah, it is. I think he has what he wants. One car brought into play, didn't go back to get another one, but he did spawn in the house. So going back that far for a second car, I don't think it's very viable in this scenario, no. It's just a matter of things. Got to be careful. This is close, no. Oh my goodness. And he gets nuts. So unlucky, no. I feel bad for him.
And it's what it is. Here he is. He's only got half HP at this point. Smoke pool. Gonna get cleared out. He's having trouble jumping up on top of the shrubs. Eventually gonna be able to climb up 2,500. 2K. 1K. Hunter is in. Gonna be able to get a rock into a smack. Fortunately for Rochelle, she's not gonna go out. She's not gonna jump or anything like that. And they're actually going to be able to get some damage there at the tail end. But obviously, getting good is not going to be too pleased with the way that worked out. I got to tell you, MK, when you watch Zyko, for example, get in his car at this spot on Chapter 1 of Passifice, he actually keeps it very far on the left no matter what. Because it is very risky once you get it to that spot. It's very risky to go into the water and lose that hittable. In the meantime, a huge hit. They're going to be able to clear through the wall. They do know that tech, but still some good damage further onto Little Demon. But more importantly, they get past the choke point, past the souvenir shop.
Yeah, and past the tank with still 3/4 of the bonus. And all, you and me were talking about this before we had this ready up. Is this map 1 is worth 500 distance, and this is huge for the survivors if they're able to hold on to this and great momentum into this best of 2. And here they go. 100 pounds of rub blasted out of the sky. The Charger would have landed but dies. The Boomer dies off at the end, and this Smoker gets nothing. And that is a attack shutdown. A little bit of friendly fire, and I think some M2s from some of the SI that I didn't see which ones got it. And look at that, and all 70.9, and they're going to get past the car alarm. Getting good, looking pretty good at the start of this tournament match.
Yeah, and you know the meta shift has been in favor of the I'll hit Spick Jockey Hunter. I don't know if it's a boom or a quad. Hunter spawns in, but obviously, you know, Spit tries to delay, but we've got a high ping match here. So something to keep in mind. Very, very high pings, like over 200. So those reactions are going to be very important. It's not going to be the quad. It is going to be 3-1 with boom. Charger coming in from around a tree. Not going to land, but the other two do. Hunter and Jockey both get in. Hunter gets some ticks. 63.7%. GG making some headway, but we're still looking at a 1,200 point Chapter 1 for Little Demon.
Yeah, and that's big. I mean, the SI attacks were all doing pretty, not bad damage, but no, this first chapter worth a bunch, like we were saying. Look at this. Smoker gonna try to delay it. Does land. What a pullback. The spit delay. They all have to run out. They get a little value out of this at least. I don't know if this Charger and Boomer will get anything. No. I think it'll be a pipe dream. Oh, he lands. Even the Boomer gets popped out of the sky, but they'll get a little bit out of that. But they'll still walk in with 60%. That is 1,168 points. And getting good, putting up a big score. But no, they cannot get wiped on the other side. I mean, not getting good. I mean, a Little Demon putting up a big score. Getting good cannot get wiped on the other side. I mean,
Right. Yeah, exactly. 1168 for the score. It's a pretty damn good score. You saw you saying there's no way the Charger gets in, and then it gets in. That keep in mind with the higher ping, it is going to be more SI skewed, in my opinion. When you've got the higher ping, things like this is going to be much more effective, even during the tank fight. Can be a very effective tool, and also just SIs being too fast necessary. Even, you know, we are in Division 2, but this is the cream of the crop Division 2. So these teams are going to have to make do with the high ping. We could possibly see getting good, matching or even outdoing this, but it's going to be tough. This is an amazing start for Little Demon.
yeah, it definitely is. We'll just have to see what they could do with the infected side. Early tank sets the tone. Unfortunately, Masquerade's car went into the water, which is very unfortunate. And due to the tank spawning on the upper floor inside of the souvenir shop, it really doesn't have enough time for the tank to go back and get the second car, which a lot of the top teams like to do now. At least try for a couple of punches to see if they can get the second one in, because having the second car is a big game changer. It lets you leave one at the bottom and be aggressive with the other one, and if you get them both in play, use them more like chess pieces and push the survivors where you want them to be. But it didn't happen for the one side, and that is why, oops, be a second for the person to get here, and be a little different for the one side, and that's why we're going to have to see what happens with this tank fight, and it'll set the tone for getting good as Little Demon set this tone with a 1,168 point survivor score.
Yeah, again, I think that keeping the car on the side where the buses are is a strategy that can be very effective. We can see the car get in from the lower level as well, but you can also see it have some very unfortunate bounces. And also, when you're at this 22%, it is going to be so risky to try to bring that other car. You spend so much time doing it. So I will see. I think Little Demon probably is not going to be, you know, thrown out of by this just to play, because even if it doesn't down anybody, it can still deal a lot of damage just by zoning players. And again, I do see my ping kind of shifting here, folks. Just let me know if that's an issue.
A little bit, but we're still able to get you. It's not bad. That's why I didn't say anything. It's still
Okay.
good. It's still good enough. But
Okay.
here we go. Second half. It's going to be now getting good survivor side. Opening attack goes in. They send the jockey in a little early. The Charger covers, but not able to find a target. The Hunter is later. And all right, Spitter is back in rotation and probably going to be completely useless because they're not going to have another attack, which the Spitter will just sack itself.
Reloading.
I think.
Okay. All right. This is gonna talk fun. no!
It's raining rocks here and all, and they're catching them. Car gets punched into play. I'm sorry if you're talking.
He does.
You're talking there. No, I don't hear anything from
No,
you.
no, you go. Take it away. Take it away.
All right, looks like he went back to think there was an extra car. He didn't get the one. You have to go back on the map and grab that car alarm in the street. That's why I'm saying it's a long way back. You can't get it. He's gonna get the car into play. He's got it by the stairs. Okay, now he can't. Ellis got risky here, separated. Oh, this tank navigation was impressive, but they tried to tri-cap the back ones and only able to land double caps. And now the tank is kind of all alone here. He does get a double punch. Oh, Nick is so lucky from not getting punched out of bounds and dying. And now the tank retreats, probably with about 2,000 HP, maybe a little less. Rock coming out, not able to land that, but he has 1642. Ellis giving him a little rage. Survivors look like they want to push forward. Bonus down to 73.9. They spread the love between the survivors pretty evenly. Not much of a difference between the teams now. Tank drops in, 15:51 left. Cars are going to come flying after the survivors. They cannot get caught up here. I think this tank is a little too healthy to start running the map yet, so they're just going to have to reposition and post up over here, which is what they're exactly going to do. And tank has got to roll it in, and here they're going to attack with them. And they're backing up. Charger won't land, the boomer will. Tank not able to get another punch, and since the attack was shut down, they're going to be able to navigate through the souvenir shop without an attack. And they'll get out of the tank with 73.3% bonus remaining. And by the time they exit the souvenir shop here now, I think that little demon has 74.9% bonus if I remember correctly. That's how tight it is right now.
Reloading.
It is. We got two players pretty close to popping their pills, but they don't have to yet. We do have the 3-1. Hunter, Smoker, Jockey, and a Spitter. So getting good is actually just going to slow it down. Again, we don't have any people bleeding out, so you're just going to go ahead and slow it down, clear the back line of the commons, and go into a hit here shortly.
And interesting there, Nah, that due to the fact that they actually killed the boomer at the end, I think the boomer died with the tank, so they don't get 2-2.
Y'all better not shoot that car.
So they actually get a tri-cap with the spit, which is usually rare post-tank. You don't see that come out very often, but they're going to send it in without the charger. They're going to land a 2-cap in the back. Hunter's a little late to the party, but does find a target. The spitter was patient and was successful, and they close to even this out with that hit. And with the pill pop, that comes out to about 10% damage now. And look at that, there's only 1% between them. And Getting Good still has half the map to navigate.
Reloading.
Yeah, not bad at all for Little Demon, especially since they are going to get this stairwell hit here as well. They're not going to have a spit here, but they're still going to have like a charge. It's going to go, no, not quite. And this is a failed hit, so this is a good recovery for Getting Good, because they don't have that many hits left to deal with. But this was a scary one, so it's good they get through it.
I agree, no. This one has a lot. That was the one with the closer chokes. Now they have the map that's wide open for them, so the rest of this map should be pretty easy to navigate. And if they walk in with the bonus that they are holding, they'll be down 4 points as it sits. Never mind, Common just hit Rochelle in the back, so now it's 8 points less than the other team. And it looks like they want to try to oh, they found pills. Okay, so now they have the lead. Now Smoker pull in the back, Charger takes it. Spit doesn't land, but the slam goes out. So the pill run wasn't worth it. And now they're going to have to eat 2 sets of pills to run the map. And now it looks like they're going to lose it by about 100, but Lom is not going to pass the pop his pills. And the other rosters for Getting Good is Stiff, HSB, and Masquerade.
Alright, for Little Demon, we got Ciaz, Banana, Dev, and 26 is going to be right outside the safe room here with the last chance hit to 2-2, but we got good rockets here with the Charger Jockey. A lot of patience being shown. Charger actually, interesting. Quicker connection to the ground for him to be able to. And Jock going to go down. And that's actually a great hit. Going to spike down the bonus.
Thanks, Coach.
Yeah, it actually dips them under 1,000 off, but barely. They're gonna walk in with 992, I think.
Sorry, guys, I can't go any
Yep,
faster.
992 to 1,168. After one, it is gonna be Little Demon on top, just by a bit.
All right. Not a bad start for either team because we are going to be playing 8 more chapters, but by the time this match is done with, so plenty of time to catch up. But leading the way for Little Demon, this also means that they're the first team that has to deal with this 45% tank here on Chapter 2.
Ooh. I do believe they're able to get in the alley, though, no. So I do believe that this is going to be an alley-fought tank, not backing up into the pool hall. So they're going to be able to get through it. I believe that it's going to be wherever the special infected one is set up the second and third hit if possible. I'd like to see... Ooh. I don't know, no. From watching a lot of the matches that we saw on this, I don't know about the second hit, if it's better to just let them navigate to the other side, hit on the stairs, hit at the choke point. And what I find a lot of the top teams do, they just want to hit where the damage is guaranteed, not about the choke point, and just go inside of the bar if the tank is early enough and just hit there instead of on that little plank on the transition over.
Yes. All right, well, this is going to be all you. I'm going to go ahead and reset my router. We got a lot of left to cast, so let's see if I can fix my net issues real quick and take it away for now, but I'll be back soon enough.
Up the stairs.
All right, and all shall return, but for now, let's keep it here, where our live next attack is going to be Charger, Spitter, Jockey, and the Hunter. No smoker to initiate this. It's going to be all on the cappers. Find their own target. Thank you, Hambone. Shout out to Hambone. Thank you again, my friend. Patience. Airing out these commons. The special infected want to hit on their terms. Here they go. Hunter is going for an Uzi player. He doesn't. He takes the same target who was charged, I believe, so the damage won't be... Actually, it's not bad. It's evenly spread compared to on one survivor. Not quite sure how that occurred, but we got 99, 93, 84, 82 is what we're looking at the health on the survivors. That's pretty good, respectable damage in my opinion. But they push into the Red Bar Cafe before the special infected are able to hit. Clean transition in. And now we'll just see what the special infected want to do, where they're going to hit at. It's their choice. This is where we were talking. Maybe they just go stairs, and I think they know there's no charger, so they're just going to stay the bottom route. They're going to full send here. The Hunter's going to land. The spit will be successful. Boomer gets popped. My camera goes into the fire escape, so sorry about that. But and here we go.
Hey, into the club, guys.
Stairs they go. They should be able to drop down and take this pretty clean as long as they watch each other. And clean drop into the quad.
Reloading.
More challenging place to land the quad. The Charger from the back, not able to land. Hunter gets blasted. Jockey and the Smoker take the same target. And Getting Good has a quad thwarted with minimal damage. And look at Little Demon being very healthy right now. Took a lot of damage from that opening hit, but pretty much nothing afterwards. And this will be the second tank of this tournament match for Getting Good into the hands of Lom. In just one moment, it's actually a second campaign played by the same two teams. They play 2 campaigns. And they go for damage. Charger blasted. Hunter 1 damage, 3 damage. That's all he's going to get. And the boomer looks like he was going to sack, try to get a boom in just a second. He has some time to set this up. Boomer's got to die soon. He's running out of time. Boomer lands. They needed that, and here come the commons, and he's rushing in. That keeps a gun off him, and he gets common locked. There's one punch. Oh, he misses one. Gets another one onto Rochelle there. Misses a punch again. Gets a punch there. Gets another one. This is damage bonus. Misses a punch. Gets a double punch. Gets another punch. The smoker lands. And this is some pretty good value. The Charger just kind of sacks himself, though, but he didn't know any better. And that's going to be some pretty good inflection upon the damage bonus. Even though he misses a punch, it's not going to be catastrophic. It's still going to cost an additional 35% of the damage bonus, so that works out in favor for the infected. They'll take the bonus down to 474. I mean, as far as damage output, it works out, but there's things that could have been if you don't miss the punches is much more important, in my opinion. So I don't know if I worded that 100% correct. So he got the best value for who he had cornered, I should put. Under around the corner. They find the pound spit. Boomer walks around. They don't stumble him. Good discipline on not popping the boomer on that survivor. Jay, I couldn't say the word, but they get through. They do take a little bit more damage, down to 579, 43.8 to be exact. And that's about how much of the map they have to navigate. More pills have been eaten. Common damage going on onto Ellis back here. They lose quite a bit to some common. There's a separation here. Now they choose not to go on it, though. Instead, they'll play it safe, hit at the bottom with the quad, guarantee the damage down here. There's a lot of common infected just running about. Survivors have slowed down to take this a little bit more cautiously. Ellis takes the drop first. Smoker's gonna get killed. And we're just gonna wait here. And Smoker indeed gets picked. Alright. And the Charger gets nothing either. I mean, they get respectable damage out. 579 with the pills being popped upstairs till they got the hit downstairs down to 461. But they're gonna be slow. But to where they get the hit at, I don't know if it'll be much of a reward. They gotta get some successful hits out here on the drop on the other side. Like right here out in the open, they gotta get some hits here. And the boomer just stacks. And they're just gonna go for the pound spit, which I like. Pulls them back into the spit. That worked out pretty well. Bonus down to 420. Getting the damage in consistently. Now it's going to be the last walk on the top of this plank. For this top rafter. And they got to kill the boomer. I don't think they want the boomer here. I don't know if they have time. Maybe they're slow, so they're probably just going to full send here. Boomer dies. Jockey finds a target. They're not able to get Rochelle down. Rochelle's going to be a hindrance on her team right here. She's going to be down to 1 HP. She's going to go down no matter what. There'll be another special infected attack. And does look like they'll get it here.
Reloading.
No, they won't. They're going to have to wait to the top. Rochelle is going to probably go down.
I hear a spitter.
This is not
5%
going
damage
well.
bonus. They'll just send her as fodder.
This guy sucks.
Rochelle does not go down.
Boys, I'm down.
We don't
And
have time for this.
Coach,
Get
for
up.
some reason, just runs right by, which wouldn't have been a bad idea if Rochelle didn't get in cap, so they'll lose just some bonus there. Under probably could get a scratch or two here. Oh, skeeted. And the jockey latches on. They'll get the bonus under 300. 292 is what they'll walk in with. And that'll be a 2-chapter score for Little Demon of 2,060. As we have Nal return us in chat, waiting for him to get back in game. And they managed to put up 22.2% bonus Nal after all that. As he returns.
You know, we've been gone for a while. You think that car's okay?
Alice, honey, you do know that eventually we'll have to leave that car behind, right?
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
You know, I just don't think the military is going to airlift the car to
Ready up
safety.
to second side,
Okay,
getting
Rob.
good.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Did beat No Skilch Academy last week to get into this position. Looks like they're getting ready to hit very shortly. Jockey rockets in. Hunter comes a little late. The Charger takes the target. No slam, but they'll get the pound spit. The spitter tries to hold Nick in it. And the hit will be a little bit more damage going out. Not much. 90, 99, 97, 75. This one survivor goes lower than the rest compared to the other side.
I'm gonna reload.
Get into the pool hall.
Getting good is a little bit slower. And we have a pause. And here we resume play after a short pause. Spawns have already come up much quicker
Let's
than
jump
where
down.
getting good was with their infected. Little Demon was already inside the other side. Smoke Patrol onto Masquerade, gets cleared. Charger, Jockey, both land. No slam though. Smoker comes in, the clears are not fast. And the 2-hit damage takes them down to 87.1. And getting good's taking much more damage so far. And I don't even know if how they can make it through this choke point. They're going to have, okay, the Hunter can't really do anything here. They should be able to make it unless somebody just misses the jump. But nope, they're good. Hunter pouncing around. Survivors drop out. They still have a bit of common chasing in the back. And they're going to full send. Charger finds the target. Cleared quickly. Boomer lands. Cleared quick, or popped right away. 25 lands with the spit being slow. Masquerade taking a bit of damage. Look at this. Getting good already down to 80% of the bonus. They're about to get the second tank of the game up. Poor Little Demon into the hands of Banana.
Hey, look out!
We have a banana tank.
Hey, I hear smoke.
Charger coming in. Jockey coming in. Jockey finds a target. Smoker finds a target too. And they get some more damage. Another 3.8% with 3 on 4. Yeah, it doesn't work. It would be nice. He can't wall bang that wall. And he is in. There is the banana. He only has a 2 cap as support. Tank misses his first punch. Rochelle not paying attention, gets double punch. The Charger lands with ease. The 2-boom lands with ease. The ski goes out. The Charger's getting slams. The tank is so healthy, he gets stumbled by the Boomer. He's gonna decommit. No, he's not. He's gonna throw a rock. Lands it right onto Nick. Comes over, punches Nick again. This tank is getting incredible value. Not going to land it, and he should die off here. And this is huge damage, and they're about to have spawns. They need to get this pickup. Masquerade, the delay spin is successful. Jockey and Smoker can end it. Here comes the Jockey. The Smoker misses his spawn. Jockey latches on, and this is going to be a successful pickup. The Smoker will not be able to stop it. Yes, it will, but it's only going to delay.
Time I turn around,
And now it's only a Hunter.
Don't worry.
We'll get a damage evaluation when this is up.
Once you get you back up on your feet.
Hey,
And the pills will be popped, and 31.9% bonus remains. And right now there is a 130-point delta between the two teams. And the only bad thing about getting good is even though they have the lead, they have the map and navigate. The Charger lands, the Hunter lands. The spin comes in a little late. Spreads up the stairs favorably. And they'll have to eat their last set of pills, giving them to Nick. And down to 329. And they need to go quickly. They want to come out on top on this chapter. Twists and turns.
Reloading!
Commons are in the back. Hill shopping, don't see any. And they making good ground now. Momentum is going to determine when they get down to the bottom.
Here. Reloading. Reloading.
I'm a reload.
Reloading.
Smoker pulls the bottom.
All right, let's keep
Not
moving.
really in a place to get a
Unless
pull, though. I
Nick
think it's
wants
more
to
like
stop
a
and take a
distraction. Oh, they're gonna full send on the ones up top here. Oh, they're gonna full send it, and they land a tri-cap. And this damage is huge. What a hit coming out by Little Demon. And that melts away almost everything. The damage bonus is gone. Survivors are crawling.
My ass
Reloading.
Very creative. Not quite landing the quad, but the damage was huge. And now they got Coach at 1 HP.
We got a hunter.
Boomer's gonna land on Masquerade. That's gonna help out a lot, actually. And they should be able to drop clean.
Reloading.
And it looks just like a distance game at this current moment. Don't know if it's all about making it to the safe room with any bonus anymore. That's why it's best of 2. They have a lot of chapters to bounce back from.
got a ladder.
I hit it, man. Go.
Second event started.
Reloading.
And we cruise down. One survivor drops immediately, which is interesting.
I'm a reload.
And it's one of the slower survivors. Now he's getting common locked. Now he's getting punched by commons. The Hunter's also by him. They're staying away in the distance. And this is very, 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 very risky now. Here they come with the quad. The Charger will miss. Smoker gets cleared right away. Jockey lands, and the Hunter does. They'll get 1 in cap, 2 in caps. Charger kills a survivor. And Masquerade's the only one up to pick up 2. Will he have the time? Yeah, it looks like he'll be able to pick up at least 1. I do believe there will be 1 infected to try to... No, they'll get 2 pickups.
God damn it, it's getting good.
How much further can they crawl? Spit fails.
Watch out.
Boomer grabs 1, which probably would benefit the survivors more than anything.
Reloading. Reloading here.
Alright, we're at the end of the tunnel. We have a Jockey pre-spawn. One survivor's black and white, one survivor's been in capped once, and one survivor has permanent HP still. So they actually still have health bonus. But here they come. It's going to be a 2-cap. Yeah, they can't take it with the quad, and they will wipe out 1539 to 2060 after 2 of Passifice. And here we go back into action, Captain. Second half of Passifice, Sacrifice Map 1. It is going to be Little Demon with a lead about of a couple hundred. See if they can hold on to it when they go into Chapter 3. Hunter's going to be pre-spawn. Charger, looks like he missed his rocket spawn that he wanted there. Smoker looks to alley-oop and they pull him there. Charger gets a fist, but that's it. And the Hunter will land, so will the Boomer. And a pretty successful non-spit hit coming out here by getting good momentum going into Chapter 3 of 9.
Hands up! Reloading!
You sure this is the right way?
Lewis, the ocean doesn't flow into the river.
Here they go. Jockey rockets in, misses. Charger finds a target. The spitter is a little late, but they not really going to get in the spit. Unfortunate spread. It kind of went down out into the water, under the fence too. A little janky there. But still getting good pre-tank damage. Total of 10% after 2. 83, 85, 84 on survivors with one at 90. All survivors 4 punches to be exact. And now it's attack or protect the tank. Let's see what they choose to do.
There's a hunter out there.
And there's a hunter inside that room. And they know it and don't want to go get him.
Reloading!
Behind you!
Reloading! Reloading! Reloading!
Boomer, Spitter, Hunter, Charger. Protect the tank.
God damn it! Doors opening up.
Boomer lands a triple. He's not going to allow them to open the door. They're going to have to let the tank retreat. They have no choice. lot of zombies. His door is open. Stiff is out. And he even got to the rooftop with less than 100 damage. He's still got a lot of commons coming in. And they're going to go for a hit. They're going to land the hunter, the jockey. Rock is short. Smoker comes in a little late. Does latch on, but cleared. And nothing really comes of that.
Ammo here.
Hank being patient. Waiting for spawns. Boomer sacks. Trading a little bit of HP for rage, and they're just going to LOS hard now. And the Stiff knows he's got to go get the car now if he wants it, and he's not going to waste any more time. Car's in play. In a not so bad spot. He's going to go to the high ground on the other side when he just chooses to commit, but he loses 300 health for doing so. He is in on the ground at 4,900. Car's over. Survivors are split, but the car is kind of not really in play here. And they're going to, and he kills his hunter. And he's just going to get the corner. Maybe he gets the end cap. He'll get the end cap, but he still has 2,100 HP left. Now that ain't gonna work. He's gonna try to. And Bill gets punched because he's too far away. Oh, that car is really close, and he's gonna die off here. That car was actually really close. They were not expecting it. And he'll get some respectable value from this tank. He gets it in cap. And another 2 punches, I believe, onto 26. But still, looks good for Little Demon. 64.9. I'd be happy with holding on to this bonus.
God, it smells like Bill's beard. Weapons here.
Hunter wants to go fast. He doesn't want to wait. But he's gonna. And they're gonna full send. The spit will go. The hunter will land. And Bill will have to run through it and eat more pills.
Watch out.
Not much value comes with it. Look at that. They still have 61.4. Little Demon looking good.
I'm reloading.
Another tri-cap incoming. Without a spit this time. They're gonna go late. The smoker lands, but Hunter takes the target. They get a slam though. So that works out in their favor, but no charger, no smoker. It's going to be a 2-2 Hunter jockey next, which isn't terrible, but still they have 52.9% of the bonus yet.
Reloading.
Very, very impressive. Another set of pills down. Bonus drops even more, down to 558. Beautiful 2-boom. The jockey latches on. The hunter lands on the back. Spitter was late. Does get killed by Bill. And that should be enough delay for a couple of spawns to get some scratches, but this will be safer made for sure by Little Demon. Extra set of pills, 47.4. And they actually will get a full send of a hit, but just without a spitter.
I'm not doing so good, guys.
They've slowed down to kill all the commons. They're going to try to time this hit. The boomer. Oh my gosh, this is a great boomer. What a pull. Nothing but the jockey finds a target. The boomer was amazing. The smoker's able to be hunted down. 3,048. Yeah, I do agree. So they're a little off. they're hitting together, but sometimes the targets are being taken by the same special infected, especially when the pullback of going inside of this factory building. If they could have just let that pull happen and cover it instead of steal, like right here, they got to pull back. If the hunter landed right here and went around it, and the charger would have been able to take the guy all the way back to in-cap him, that would have been so much better. It just didn't work out that way. It's like they're really close to being on, but it's just a little bit off. But we'll see if they can get it together. They have a couple more chapters to do so, but they have to play good on their survivor side here. They're already down a couple hundred points going into this one. You don't want to be down much more. They need at least 500 bonus to put up to keep this even, or to stop going down more delta. But here it comes. Hunter's going to be pre-spawned on the other side. Charger rockets. Hunter goes in the back. And the charger gets fists. The hunter is not cleared. Bill is just way too far off. Not quite sure why Bill wasn't with his team, and that's a lot of damage that hunter ripped up. And it would seem that Little Demon is being very smart where they send their special infected. The hunters are constantly going after Uzi players, trying to avoid by getting skeeted. Okay, they got a Poo 2 now due to the damage being cleared the way that it has. Not the best hit. See if they get value. 91% on the survivors. Can they get good damage? Smoker pull forward. And the jockey covers like a textbook. And the boomer covers perfectly as well. Cleaned up. In my opinion, that's 5% damage plus more with a scratch. That is great value for a Poo 2 coming out on to getting good. And Little Demon just seems to be slowly pulling this one away. Nothing by a big margin, but just little chips. It's going to be a quad try. Are they going to go for the quad? Or are they just going to protect the tank?
Get ready. Let's stand back. Get ready.
Interesting. They don't even send the smoker, who was the tank. Charger lands and gets a slam. The hunter lands. And that is incredible damage. I mean, they do chip the tank for quite a bit, but still the damage is consistent. They're constantly getting chip on the survivors. Look at this. He hasn't even committed his tank yet. 78% even. Oh, the charger. Not going to find the target. Neither will the boomer. But he does get a fist. Now that means you're going to have another charger in the rotation. Hunter Jockey Charger coming up. And hard LOS needs to occur here. Okay, now he's down to second pass. Do is making sure this car is going to fly in the position he wants it in. One more rock. Alright, that's satisfactory. Here he comes. He's got to get ready to extend this in. Oh, he's got a boomer instead. That smoker screws the hit up. Now he only has a 2-2. Or can the boomer be the hero? Oh, he misses the punch on the car. That's out of play. Here comes his support. The jockey latches on. The boomer lands. Goes a rock. Lands on the Masquerade. And he goes in there. Now the tank has a corner. Now the commons are coming in. Francis got to get out of the door. And he gets common locked. He only gets punched once though, but he's lucky. And they'll be able to get everybody up. It looks like Getting Good might lose another chapter.
Oh, you won. Oh, you won.
And the charger goes back for a despawn.
Come on, let's get you up on your feet. Hell with this. Thanks pretty messed up. But that might help you out a little, if you know what I mean.
Oh man, every damn thing hurts.
Weapon over here.
373 bonus remains. They do have pills for the survivor. Oh, they still have an extra set. Okay, 370.
Knock it
Here they go. Smoker pull. Charger just takes it textbook. Charge spit successful again. Smoker lands on the head. And he is going to go down. Black and white. Damage bonus melting away. And now let's see. They're going to be able to keep fast, but the damage bonus is pretty much gone. So Zoe and Francis are going to be all the points. And Zoe's getting common locked. Attack is up. Masquerade has the top spawns for his team. This causes the infected to retreat back to the transition inside the factory building, which I can't disagree with. I like the call. Let's see when they choose to go in, as the hit will be on that transition for sure. The longer they wait, the more that bleeds.
Reloading!
Okay, they don't go at all. They let him go inside. Okay, they're going to attack from the ceiling. Here's the Charger. He's in. Charger finds a target, gets a slam. Spit is blocked. Hunter gets skeeted, but the Charger was not cleared quick enough, and now they're going to have survivors crawling.
I feel terrible.
I'm reloading.
Reloading!
And that means no matter what, there'll be one more hit before safe room. Are they going to give him pills? They do, but no matter what, someone's going to be slow, and he just eats them. So they'll lose the additional 25 points. And Charger, Jockey, Boomer, Smoker cleans it up for the last hit for Little Demon. There's a Smoker pull. The Charger misses. Boomer will land. Smoker and Jockey try to grab the back guy, and they do so. Clear it up. And they'll be able to walk in with about 90 bonus as they stack on Zoe. Gets a lot of damage off of her. And it looks like actually they're going to be rewarded with another hit. Boomer grabs one. 82 bonus left. Hunter Spitter Charger. Nice blast of that Spitter being hunted down big time. And they're going to hold on to that 82 bonus and just be it down a little bit over 900. 2,111 to 3,048. Little Demon on top.
About to die in a brick factory? Because I'm about to do that too. And I got to complain about shit the whole time.
And here we go. Second half. Actually, I'm sorry, not the second half. Fourth chapter. Boomer goes out, doesn't get anything. Trying to get Null in here for a minute, but Hunter gets blasted out of the sky. Jockey, nothing. And he'll sack into a quad. Tank at 50-some%.
Reloading.
First attack is one.
Hello, hello.
Hey, there he is. Null has returned to us. Hopefully this will work a little better. See if it works out, but so far we're into chapter 4 of the Passifice, and we have Little Demon up about 900 and change. And we're going to have a tank at 53%. The opening attack didn't really do much, but they're going to stack it to a quad and try to see if they can get an early quad on this Chapter 4 of Passifice. As you don't want to go down much more, and getting a quad and wiping them out before a tank would be a great momentum push for them. We'll see what happens when they get to that area.
Look out!
Man, that's saying go-go. Charger. And it looks like they're just going to do a lot of damage. Okay, this is going to be good damage. Okay, gets a slam. Jockey's still riding. The smoker's scratching 26. And that turns out to be great damage. And good job by getting good on being disciplined there. And not all of them stacking on that jock guy. Let him be taken around the corner and get some good damage in there finally. And now they are down to 1,101. One survivor at 59. One at 58. One still sits at 5 punches at 98. And one at 88. As we wait for 9-0's return shortly into the server. Well, we're gonna keep going. The charger lands. Charge spit works.
Yeah, it's I don't.
And death spit. So Rochelle also drops down into the 50s.
Oh yeah.
And this is huge damage coming out right now from getting good onto low. Oh, look at this, the jock in the back. Oh, they're so lucky they had the clears. If that jock got through the building, that would have been huge damage. But they have just spawned the tank, and they have already lost a quarter of their bonus. Fourth tank of the game for getting good into the hands of HSB. Oh my gosh, that car almost hits. Who is that? Francis, so close. Francis gets boomed on now. Charger's not even close. So the hatchback was so close to randomly hitting a survivor who's not paying attention. And this car is going for it all. Backing up, getting every single hittable, and is now decided to leave that hatchback when he misses a punch. So, he's bringing the 2 hittables in place so far. One he has to kind of dig out, which will cost some HP. But he's going to go over to the dumpsters now. He's almost second pass already, which is a little bit concerning for getting good. Dumpster through the sky. He doesn't punch a second one. This is interesting. He had plenty of... Oh my goodness! It almost hits Rochelle. Survivors push forward, knowing he has no hittable. And I think the tank completely misplays this by not bringing that extra hittable. And he's going to get punched all the way over to the car. The jockey's coming through. Oh, he's going to get the car hit. I don't know if he can get the grind out. Does he have the time? Oh, he punched it too far away. The only thing he managed to hit was the jockey. He might be able to salvage this. Can he get 2 good hits over? He pops one. Can he get the... He doesn't even go for the dumpster kill. And that's going to be a 1-in-cap tank coming out by getting good. We'll do a damage evaluation upon the pickup after they pop the pills down to 55%. So that tank just did 20% damage now. That is it.
It's a really nice job by Little Demon. Unfortunate that the car took out Dev there at the end, but still well played. And they are going to have a lot of score left, but this is an infamous part of Passifice here to finish off the chapter. And they've got a Charger, they've got a Smoker, we'll see what else, Hunter, and a Jockey. It is going to be the quad, so a lot of opportunities here for getting good.
Yep. Question is, what is Survivors going to do? Quad isn't going to be incoming, but the question is, what are they going to do first? Looks like they just want to clear out the commons before they even spawn this event. 26 is going to take the lead. And they're going to spawn it, and they're going to back down and see where they choose to sit. It looks like they're going to stay out in the open. This is going to be beneficial for the special infected for sure. They can choose where they want to come from. The Smoker is the only one who's kind of undecided here. And I completely disagree with this call. They are going to wait this out. And this attack is going to do absolutely nothing now. It's going to get shut down.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense because they can just take the long way around here, around the outer edge. Which makes life a lot easier for Little Demon. Of course, there is always that curveball when you're dealing with the high pings. The possibility for something like a charge to land when it absolutely shouldn't. But it's going to take perfect timing from getting good. The hunts are getting caught out. 86 HP left. Not a great start here for getting good. Smoker Tongue immediately cleared. Hunter skeeted. There's half the hit gone.
That's the whole kit gone.
There it is.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't save your spawns for the top of this hill without no comments. It just isn't going to work. And that is a great example of it. Getting good, attack getting shut down at the gravel hill, letting them take the whole event. They're going to kill the boomer. They're probably going to kill a spitter for another miracle hope. Nope, nope, they're going to hold on to it and go in with a tri-cap with spit right before safer.
Weapons here.
This can be a great hit. Getting good shouldn't be mentally checked out at this point because this and the hit's gonna be sent here. I don't like it. Little Demon shuts it down, no problem. I feel like one of the real benefits of this area is that it's a transition area. You got this large wall blocking half the survivors oftentimes when the hit gets launched out. But if you send it early like that, there's no separation.
And not only if you're going to go early like that, but you got to make sure if you're going to stack on the one who's slightly separated, everybody has to land, and nobody really land except the smoker gnaw. I mean, if you want to stack for damage, go for it, but that just isn't going to work out that way. And if you're not able to land on some of these unorthodox moves, kind of leaves us scratching our head sometimes. Like, it's just not going to work. And if the pull was successful and the hunter covered and then the spit came out and the jockey was in there, I would say it would have been a good play, possibly leaving them a chance for one more at safe room. But no, when you're not able to find your targets, unfortunately, it's just going to get shut down, and that's going to allow Little Demon to put up a huge 4-chapter score on Passifice of 4,332. Very impressive start for a Little Demon so far. But with 21-11 on getting good, they're not down and out yet. They just have to put up a respectable chapter score here and maybe bounce back a little bit on the finale.
Yeah, finale is going to be an important moment. It's kind of similar to oh wow, we actually, yeah, of course, got an aggressive hit. Hunter going in for a scratch. Jockey can't get, actually will get in for a moment. Boom going to come in for one as well. And that's actually, I think, going to be the quad sag. I didn't quite see when Spit died.
Reloading.
He said no, bro. No quad, he said.
Maybe. Maybe it's right.
See if he was reading your mind or if he just said...
Reloading.
Yep, no,
Ah,
no quad.
there it is. No quad. No, bro.
Look at this. Pull the back. Oh, the charger was pretty close. But the common clearing right now, getting good, seems to be a little subpar as they pull Masquerade back through the spit. Getting good is doing a little bit better bonus-wise at this point, but not as far as map navigation and common clearing, in my opinion. It would seem almost every attack when they're rushing the map and all, there's a couple of commons that happen to get in the way and they take a little bit of damage from it.
Yeah. I'm right there with you.
Weapons here.
It can come back to bite you, especially with the higher ping where the commons are stronger as well. We're going to have a boom in this hit. Hunter Charger Jockey at the transition. There's a boom as they exit. Finds one. Charger, nothing. Hunter can't quite get in. Actually, well, a double gap comes out.
And they piled it on.
Reloading.
Not a lot, though, but consistent damage coming out. That one big hit from the other side, it was what really set the tone for getting good, so they're going to be in a better health position as far as when they spawn this tank by about almost 14% right now. A little bit less than that if they can hold on to it. And this will be the fourth tank of the game for Little Demon into the hands of 26 as a double boom comes out. Charger splits the survivors like the sea. And my goodness, the car is not going to hit that boom survivor. And it looks like 26 going to get more toys now before he decides to send this in.
Watch out!
This tank is definitely AI-able. It's something that they've got to keep in mind. Obviously right now, 26 having no issue keeping his frustration up. But as he goes to play with the dumpsters, things like that, his frustration is going to be dropping. The survivors decided they want to turn around and just run away. That could have been an option previously, perhaps, but he's just going to start rolling it in. Maybe going to be a little bit more careful. Ooh. Woo! Huge dumpster hit. So far, everything getting not quite everything getting avoided, and just like that, Stiff Kiwi is not only down but at half HP and down, and he is dead now. At that, we can already tell here at Passifice it's going to be a big point advantage for Little Demon once the dust has settled. But this guy's still got 4,400 HP left. This guy's caught between a dumpster and a car. Over here, he's going to get down as well. Headshot Bart is going to get grinded out by the Hittables as well. And now we just got 2 players left. 2,400 HP left on 26 is Car up and over. With the Hittables, they've just always been close to getting good, no matter where. Getting good as Ran, which has just mostly been over to this side. There hasn't really been much of a transition past that, and he's done a really good job of keeping those hittables into play. He will go down, but only 2 survivors of getting good remain, and they should be going down pretty quickly after.
Yeah, I don't see a scenario where they're going to be able to make the safe room with 2 survivors here, and especially since we're rolling with 2 Uzis. They have no shotgun player right now, so nothing's going to be shut down. It's just going to be fast clears. Beautiful spit separation causes this huge delay to deny this little bit of distance that they're going to get. Question is, can they finish off with these 3 cappers, or are they just going to be patient and wait? No, they're going to try to send it. Smoker comes in. The stumbles happen, and that is going to be the wipe going out. And look at the distance they're calling the next one. They don't even want to get it. And I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, no. They're going to choose not to play Chapter 5. This is going to be less chance for them to bounce back.
A little help.
Wow.
Oh,
A lot easier said than done.
Over here.
Yes. Yes.
Much obliged.
As we look at this first hit, there is no smoker.
You got a charge,
Notice that comes out. Jockey does. Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know, no. I think maybe if you leave that is a little bit more damage, but did you see how close that was to a death charge double?
Yeah, it was pretty close.
We gotta get around
But
the
now,
Okay. Oh.
where's he going?
Okay.
You know, I didn't know that was over. Can you actually get on the roof? I don't know if he can get up there.
That's a good question.
I don't think he can.
This is an interesting spot to be taking the tank. I mean, okay, hopefully they're going to be getting some chip here. That's kind of the name of the game. If you're going to be fighting the tank over here.
He's committing from the wrong way, though, no. He needs to jump down the side and strafe jump off the roof right in the window. No chip. Alright, take us away.
I know a hunter.
Okay, Headshot Bart is in. It's actually quite a big building. Or quite a big room. He's going to get... Oh my god, he's getting meleeed down. He does get a double smack down, goes dead. The charger lands. Frying pan to the jockey. Double smacks. More double smacks. 600 HP left. Down goes one. This could be a wipe. They need it so bad. More frying pan. But it's still a wipe out of Headshot Bart for Team Getting Good. 26 points is all that 26 is and co over at Lil Demon are gonna get. Is gonna get, I should say. And we're gonna go over to the side of Getting Good. See if they can't survive this tank.
Wow, that's with the momentum. Look at this. They're ready up. They're like, let's go, go. And they ready up very quickly. Let's see how Getting Good takes this opening attack as they transition down. The charger comes around. Oh my goodness! It's going to land a 2-cap in the spit. Jockey trying to find Nick, and it does. One survivor drops down to spawn the tank. Oh my goodness, that was almost a double death charge. That was so close. And 26 will have the 5th tank of the game for his team. And Diescraper has been very entertaining so far since we've started.
Definitely, definitely. I can't believe. I mean, it definitely has not been a clean match. That is for sure. These teams have been just throwing blows at each other constantly. 26 is team captain of Little Demon. He's been a rock for this team, a standout performer, of course. They're going to go ahead and kill off the boom. They don't find anything for it. And it's about to be go time. Getting Good has to survive this.
I like the commit path, but he's on the wrong side. No, just jump through the back and land on the balcony. It's nice and easy where the charger is. He drops down. They get about 1,000 chip. The charger goes early, lands, but it's cleared. This is good for Getting Good. The tank gets a punch onto Rochelle. Another punch onto Rochelle. Tank down to 2,500. Jockey lands. Hunter lands. He clears. The Hunter is cleared. He's throwing a rock. He lands the rock. He gets a punch through the window. Another punch. Tank is down to 1,300 HP. 800. 300. And he is dead. And Getting Good will live. And this is what they needed to break into that delta. And all they need, every little point they can salvage here, they need bonus too.
Yeah, obviously this isn't pretty for Getting Good. But of all the chapters to not have any pills 20% in, this is the best one, obviously. They've got to deal with one major hit and they drop down through the pipeline, and the rest are kind of softballs. Maybe the final hit before they go into the safe room, but it's not that impactful. So let's see it. Charger, Smoker, Spitter. And one other thing, but they could actually beat the clock here if Getting Good is willing to take the gamble. Dev only just now got up. Rose going to take her time, though. She gets charged. Spit comes out as well, but it gets body blocked by Masquerade into the Jockey. Smoker pull, and they shut it down. 300 bonus left.
They're holding on to it all. They're trying with all of their hearts. This is going to be a lot of points made up if they can hold on to this. This should be about, what, 800 points made up if they hold on to this bonus, which will be huge for them. And see what happens when they get up into the garage. Boomer is up, Hunter is up, Spitter is up, and the Charger. It's going to be a 2-2 coming in. They're probably going to hit at this choke point up around the top of this turn bend. Because if they don't, they're not going to get another chance for damage. In fact, they might only be able to sack that Boomer. Yep. Last hit will be in the alley.
Okay. They might even be able to beat, because the Boomer's got 10 seconds left. Maybe they could at least get outside. They're pushing the issue. Nobody's slow yet. Oh, Stiff Kiwis just went slow. So they got to be careful of that. Hunter goes ahead and pounces in, finds Coach. Charger is waiting. Hunt Spit with the car alarm. Jockey on the backside. The team is not paying attention to this as Jockey is going to carry away. Down goes Lom. It looks like Stiff Kiwis is here on 1 HP as well. So, you know, not going to be able to hold on to most of that bonus. But still, the distance has been locked in. And this was a huge moment for Getting Good. We're not even done yet, though. 65 bonus that they're trying to hold on to.
Oh, look at that Smoker.
Down goes the Kiwis.
Smoker was so good. Uh-oh, no.
Yeah, down goes another.
They threw it all away now.
Definitely. But they got the distance. They can still get about 20 points here. If they can just get across the finish line. Coach is going to go down. He's dead at this point. So they're not going to be able to get full distance, but they're so tantalizingly close. We're 479. They're definitely going to be breaking into the Delta and doing what they needed to do.
Yeah, they definitely broke into it. I agree with you now there, but I just think that Jock in the back, and there was like no communication. That Jockey was riding for all of his health. Like nobody even came back to free him. And then once they were aware of it, all 3 survivors ran through the spit to go clear him on top of it. And he was already in-capped, so they just kind of lost about, I don't know how many hundred of bonus there, probably all of it, actually. And a survivor, too.
Yeah, this has been dirty and messy as far as matches go, but still getting good gets the points that they desperately need. They are still not out of the woods though. They're down about 1,400 points, which is quite a hefty amount. Because as you know, we talk about this quite a lot, but Chapter 4, there's only about a potential of like 300, 400 points in most cases to be able to come back from. So they need the points here in Chapter 2 and Chapter 3 as well. 72% tank. 2-2. Hunter comes in. Long way to go. They're not going to get in. It is going to be the quad sack unless the Spit is able to hide. And he is going to go ahead and hide. They're going to go into a 3-1 after that.
Yeah, and we do have best of 2 in the later playoff rounds, or best of 3, or total of 2, or best of 3. Just to have some of the teams to have more chances if they get down early. We're back into the action as survivors come up on about 40% of the way through the map. It's Halwister time. See who shoots it off.
Sure is.
Did they shoot a survivor? Nope, not this time.
Not this time. I would not advise that. It is actually quite painful. And let's see, we got a Jockey, Smoker, Charger, and a Spit. This is actually such a good hit for getting good. Rochelle's way up by her lonesome and she 2v1s the Jockey Charge. Come on.
That is huge for the Survivor team. Rochelle was being double teamed and they still couldn't get the Charge Spit on her. And the Charger gets out. The Spitter does get out though. That's the only benefit from that special infected attack. And they're going to have pretty favorable spawns inside. And they're rushing this a little too much, but the Charger misses, and the Hunter wasn't quite ready yet. The Spit goes out onto nothing. And just kind of another broken special infected attack. No, not going to amount to anything.
Yeah, the damage. Where's the damage? Where is the damage is my main question here. As they go through, you know, we're about 10% away from the tank. This tank is not the most powerful, especially when you've got your opponents just chilling at such high of HP. There are no hittables in this area. It's all just going to come down to your SI support has to be strong because the survivors are going to be up on this upper level that you see them at right now. It's tough for the tank to get up there. They are going to have to really, really outperform here on this tank unless they can get some sort of damage with this massive 3-1 Jockey Charger Hunter Spit. No, it's a quad. How about just take away all their health with this one? You can see Little Demon's not going for the anti-quad spot. No, they are going to start running towards it now. But nothing's landing. Hey, they'll get some smacks onto Row. Definitely some good damage onto Row. I take it back. But the rest gets mopped up quite quickly with the Smoker in tow. And in comes the tank.
Yeah, this is going to be the sixth tank of this game in the hands of Stiff Kiwis. And looks like he is not wasting any time. And never mind, he has chose to back off. He sees the Boomer in there, and he doesn't want the Boomer, it seems. So maybe the Boomer goes in real quick here. Boomer walks in. He does grab one survivor. But the Commons just don't... Actually, they're in there, but he's not there fast enough. He's going in now, a little late. A couple of the Commons have been cleared. He goes in without a Smoker, but he gets his own corner onto Dev, which is incredibly impressive. Gets another punch onto Dev. He got his in-cap all by himself. Okay, he now has a tri-cap. He gets Rochelle cornered. Another hit, but the Charger misses. The SI do nothing to help after a phenomenal tank coming out by Stiff Kiwis. And this is going to be a dead tank, and no. Oh, he gets another punch. This tank is going lights out right now. But where was the support? No, he couldn't ask for anything better. Tank got two corners by himself. But where were the SI?
Yeah, in an ideal world, the only way that this tank connects is with support SI. So the fact that Stiff Kiwi's got as much damage in as he got is pretty unforgivable. But the SI support just wasn't there. And yeah, I mean, obviously he went in with his boom player down. And he went in at kind of an awkward time where he got the worst of both situations. So he's a little bit to blame for that situation as well, but the SI still failed to perform. Going to be setting up down this hallway. Beautiful skeet by 26 as the smoker is avoided as well. Now we just got to charge it down the hallway. Smoke will be good. Drag him through the spit. Charge comes in for some smacks, takes him to the wall, and they actually get some insane damage from that.
Well, they've almost ate all the damage bonus, though. All of it.
Nice thing.
It's incredible value they've got. This is a really good chapter for getting goods infected. The survivors are really separated. They actually eat their last of the pills, dipping the bonus below 300. One more hit to clean it up. Actually, they're going to try to stack this boomer into favorable spawn. This should be a quad as well, Nah. I don't know if they'll have the time, though. Let's see if they can squeeze it out while they wait for Masquerade.
You do have the smoker. Okay, smokers. Oh, wow, they landed tri-cap there. I never understand how teams manage to get things like tri-caps in this area. Because when I try, it's like, no way. But for, Lil Demon, they were double boomed. So maybe had some vision impairment there. Charge comes out, not going to find anything. And it's funny because after 3 hits for getting good, Lil Demon still had about 95% of the bonus. So it's funny to be saying at the end of this chapter that they had an amazing SI side. Because they had an absolutely horrible SI side for the first 3 hits, which is quite a big chunk.
And what a bounce back! First of all, the tank getting 2 corners without any help from special infected in an open area is just great pathing. It's just incredible. Not only did he get his own corner, but he navigated terrain. And we know when you're jumping as a tank, it really sucks sometimes navigating terrain. You can get yourself slowed down pretty easily. And he managed to get Nick by himself. And then get his own corner on Rochelle very quickly. Got that in cap with 1,500 health. But when you turn around and have 2 survivors and no one else left to hit, with no assistance from the SI, it's heartbreaking. And as a tank, you gotta be like, oh, inside. But sometimes that's just how it goes. And a really good job on Little Demon on making that happen.
Very good job. We do have a 2-2 right out the gate. Hunter's gonna come in exact same way. Jockey's a little bit better synced up. And they are gonna be able to eventually get the hunt spit. It's 2-ing away. The Hunter, Boom, is not going to be able to stumble anybody through. Rochelle's got to be really careful. She's playing with danger over by this alarm card. She's going to be able to walk forward, and Little Demon manages to do the damage of getting goods SI side. 3 hits to 1. Quite the ratio there. Little Demon getting their money's worth on that first hit, and guess what? The hit's ready to go right now if they want to force it. Smoke a pull. Gonna catch Coach. Jockey on the head. Charger goes in. Kind of an awkward one, but look, it's still worth plenty of damage.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, the only thing I didn't like about that is it held on to the smoker, so now they're going to have a really questionable hit coming up. I don't think they're going to be happy with it either. Let's see, the smoker gets a despawn. So that ball kind of too close to Rochelle for my liking. It's going to be a 2-2 with the Hunter Jockey, not the worst one, but the Hunter coming from the back. Jockey looking for position. They're just going to full send. Again, blasted out of the sky this time, but these Hunters are being very smart from Little Demon. Multiple times now, I've seen intentionally the Hunters from Little Demon going for Uzi players and having a lot of success in this tournament match so far. I don't know if you've been noticing that, but they've been very, very wise on doing so.
Oh, I've definitely been noticing it. Headshot Bart is a shotgun player for, currently he's the shotgun player for getting good here on Chapter 2. And we definitely noticed on 404 that he was just able, even with the super high ping, he was getting the skeets like crazy on the Hunters. But you can see Lil Demon has had the perfect adaptation where they just don't even send the Hunters for him to even have the opportunity to skeet them. And it's a very valid strategy. It's working out very well for Lil Demon, and they are definitely getting the damage through. Hunter, Charger, Smoke, or Spitter. They've got one more hit left. And if they can continue this trend, they are going to be getting good in the hole quite a bit after it. I like the patience here from Lil Demon, because no matter what, it's going to be just this hit before they've got to fight the tank. And the button, obviously, is past the tank, so they're going to have to fight it with board anyways. Smoke charge in the spit. No. Kind of an awkward spit there.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what the spitter was thinking there. No, was gonna happen. Maybe he was trying to spit block the run back or something, but a little questionable in my opinion. Not able to get much of anything. And this tank looks like he wants to go in the back door, which is very risky because the survivors can just hold W. But they don't know about it. They have no idea. And the problem is if you hold W, you're going to have commons. So you kind of trade one off with the other. Is he going to be able to make it? What is he doing?
I don't know. I mean, he's playing around with the car. He's doing this. He's doing that. See, I think getting good just needs to play the basics here. You know, stay away from the tank. Kill the commons. Or, I mean, kill the SIs and get some damage on the tank as well. Take it away, MK.
Tank is in, jumps through the window. The charger comes in. Oh, Rochelle gives him the juke. The stumble might be enough. Yes, it will be.
Uh-oh.
That'll be the in cap on Rochelle for sure. The other survivor's getting away. Nick is the next target. This tank has so much health. Look at Coach is going to get himself cornered. What a long arm. Oh, my goodness. And the tank is going to get another in cap. This charger lands too. And this is going to be so much more damage going out on the other side. And getting good just can't take advantage of anything right now. And they're going to fall behind here. By how much, though? Let's see when they pick up. They have 573 bonus remaining. They can still win the round, but the question is, will it be enough?
Yeah, that is a really important question. They need to really manage their bonus perfectly. We've got Masquerade here with 95 points of HP, permanent health. In the meantime, our DB player, Headshot Bart, who, you know, 75% of that bonus is locked up in DB, and he's just jockeyed. And he's going to lose so much bonus for his team. They just went from 570 to 370, and exactly on the nose, minus 200 from that one decision to, you know, run forward and just get out of position.
Yeah, I don't know what that was. Oh no, I don't know what he was trying to do. Doesn't make any sense whatsoever. And now they're probably just going to break even, if not lose the round.
Well, I just feel like momentum is so important, and when you have two players just walking into the tank and getting hit by it, you're going to be feeling that. Look at the scratch. I mean, the pills were not popped, they were held, which makes sense. He was only 1 HP. But hey, I mean, the thing is, getting good is able to shut down the rest of the hit, and Headshot Bart was only worth 1 HP anyways, so that's kind of going to work out fine. He's going to be able to pop the pills now as they progress forward. But still, 310 bonus left. The issue is, even if they walk in with all of this, it's only, you know, a 120, 130 point advantage.
Yeah, not much at all, but they still got to manage to win this because they still have spawns coming in. Here comes the Boomer. It latches on to 2. I don't think they're going to attack. They'll probably wait for their last set of spawn. With only a smoker and a jockey and a spitter, not going to get really good value, so we'll just wait for the last hit. But it does seem like getting good will actually win the chapter by 100, if that. Let's just see. They're not out though, no. They still do have a chance.
Oh yeah, but let's see this hit first. I mean, we can't rule out the potential damage of this hit. It's going to be while they are trying to get into the elevator, you know, so if even one player gets a little bit too antsy, it could spell disaster for getting good here.
I need to find some help.
Patience.
Crazy if you don't think this hurts.
Is a virtue.
Oh, look at Rochelle. I didn't even know you can get up there.
I did not either. That's crazy.
Low clears on the smoker. Smoker getting more scratches.
Dude.
Oh!
Get out of the goo!
Now I don't even know if we're going to win the round, no. They were going to get 100 points.
Thanks. That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
They'll win, but they only get 20.
Inside now. Straight.
I mean, I feel like we spent a lot of time speaking about HSB, but he just like walks away while his teammates getting scratched to death there. I mean, This is still winnable, but I mean, look at the other side. Look at Little Demon. They're just XDing the house down. So it's now or never. Obviously, number one, I want it's gonna be 72% tank, another late tank, which means getting good. It's got to be a bonus game for them. It's got to be a very strong bonus game.
Yeah, and remember the winner of this is going to be in the finals of the lower division. Whoever wins this game gets to wait for the lower bracket to battle it out next week. And the time is ticking. And they need an extraordinary Chapter 7. And here we go. Let's see if they can keep it with their opening hit, or start with their opening hit. It's only a 2-2 though. They have a hunter and a smoker. So, retro with a spit. Here we go. Hunter pounces around, smoker. They do find a hunter this time, but there's a survivor in the spit. Nick has nowhere to go. Has to go all the way through it. 10% with the 2-2. Do is all the way down to 47. What a momentum shift at the beginning of this hit for getting good. Let's see if they can keep it going now.
An XD to be found, and we have got 3 SIs coming up. Anybody gonna catch Coach? No, they are. Oh wow, the jockey spawns in behind. They're gonna go for it now. And Dev says XD now. Interesting. Charger not gonna be able to find it. Hunt spit will be good. 78.5%. A lot of damage coming out.
Another 10% now. It's huge.
Huge.
They're averaging 10 and change. 10.75 if you want to be exact, but still it's incredible damage coming out from getting good. Let's see if they can keep the momentum up. Their next spawns are up. It's going to be another 2-2. The same 2-2 they started with. They got great value with it at the beginning. Can they get it in this hallway choke point? Try to catch the survivors. But it's going to be difficult now. They have a shotgun in the front ready for this. Hunter spawning up. Smoker needs to assist him. Boomer gets the stumble. The Hunter does find him. The spit comes in, but it doesn't quite make it. Oh, they get him in the spit. Beautifully done with the SI. Not quite as good value from the other ones, but look at that and all. They're under 0.25% of the bonus already after 3.
The main concern for getting good here, normally this would be great. And it still can be, but this tank is really tough to get your money's worth with it. That being said, that could work to getting good's advantage. It's kind of been a bloodbath on both sides. Tank's getting a lot of damage that they shouldn't necessarily be getting. Charge in the spit with the smackdown. And we got players standing in the spit as well. Tons of damage continuing to come out. They get dropped by another 20% on that hit alone.
Big time split, but it's not going to be any penalty for it. They still have a couple seconds to get together. So they're okay. As long as Rochelle gets back up there. Rochelle's a little separated, or 2-2 is a little dangerous right now. They want to try to make a play on it. Okay, they regroup. The quad is not going to work out because they're a little late, but they're going to land a 2-cap. Smoker gets cleared at the end. Jockey still trying to get scratches. And that'll be their 5th special infected attack now. And look at the bonus. 44.5.
We've got 2 players bleeding out. Right. Yeah, so, I mean, time is of the essence here. Because this tank can... yeah. I mean, look, they've only got 1 set of pills here. Boom is dead. If they send in a hit, it's just going to be 3 SIs. But still, players just going to be passively bleeding out in the meantime.
No, do you know what I would do here? You want to hear a great call for this, in my opinion? People at home
Love
watching
it.
here. Is get all your infected into play for the gate up front and don't even attack. Just let them bleed.
Yep.
Look at that. Masquerade node.
Masquerade spamming a stay mine. Yeah.
Let them come to you. Hit them on your terms. Gotta hit them though. You can't just
like
let them
it.
spawn the tank. Okay, you let them spawn the tank though. You don't actually hit. That's why I said you gotta be ready. Charger just standing there. Not gonna get anything. And
Okay.
the AI spitter is helping out, but he is killed off as well. I don't know.
Okay.
They weren't set up.
Okay.
No, I don't agree with that. They should have been ready. Okay. He threw the rock right at my camera and it jump scared me. I'm just saying.
Trying to do some curve rocks here, I suppose. Having a good time with that. Jockey! Oh, he pulled him down! Or at least he jumped out before it happened. One boom. And two boom! Oh, I think Lom goes in at this point, but at the same time, we got two players bleeding out. Decisions. Lom does what I don't really like, which is just like he stands really close to them and gets shot. He's getting chipped for quite a bit. Does eventually start to walk it back, but the boom is done. I guess, yeah, we're valuing the bleed out for good reason. For good reason. And now he's going to go in. Okay. Smoker pull. Going to get cleared real quick. Dev does go down with the quickness, but Ro is still plenty of HP here. She's not going to be looking. She still dances on the smack. Will be able to get the easy blows onto Coach, though. Needs to finish him off. No! Missing a smack. Hunter goes in to cancel the pickup. Now the Hunter's dead. Lom is here with 1k HP. Two survivors up. Need to shoot the rock. Rochelle will succeed at doing so. And now, I don't think that Little Demon has any right surviving this thing. But it looks very possible that they can be surviving at this point. They're going to try to grind out Sia's. But Lom is already so low HP because Boom stumbled and now he's down. I think that this could have been handled quite a bit better.
Oh, shit. Just get up.
He says, WTF, I can't hear you guys. Jockey goes in for a delay. The Smoker goes for a pull backwards. It pulls the wrong guy down. If it would have got nicked, that would have been a great delay.
Reloading.
As I apologize to everybody at home for not hitting F&D restart earlier as I make you listen to that bell during the whole tank fight. I'm sorry. And the call's the go-go here now. Masquerade says go-go. I don't see anybody going. Charger walks in, nothing. Spitter goes in, doesn't get anything. The spit spreads up the stairs instead of down. And that is unfavorable for getting good as a Hunter and Boomer still loom in the mist.
Yep. This is code red here for getting good. This has not been a clean round by any stretch of the imagination for Little Demon, but they're still getting the distance, and they still got 170 more distance that they can get, and they are. I mean, that stairwell hit should have been worth a lot more than it was. It was fractured, and now we've got a quad, which is an interesting setup here. Two players on 1 HP, which means they could, okay, one gets, I think, shot, one gets scratched, one gets capped, and he's going to get meleeed down. Now we're just down to Coach. And he's going to get the charge. Down goes Coach, 557. But, you know, Little Demon does get those extra residual points there at the tail end. And I don't like it, but it'll have to do for getting good.
Yeah, they need a 1200 bonus in order to even this game out. That is what it will take now to make it even. It's a pretty big bonus, but they could take these first two hits pretty clean. This tank is out in the open. This is what you want as a survivor team. You can take this pretty well and only take one in cap and then get up those stairs pretty quickly. They could absolutely do it. Here's the start for them. Chapter 7. Time's ticking. Now he's difficult to make up points on. Let's see how they take this first set of spawn. 100 pounds through the sky. Eventually gets skeeted. Smoker gets body blocked by another survivor. And the spit spreads on to Coach, who takes all of the damage, except for some friendly fire onto HSB, and they are on the move. Good start so far.
Yeah, just based on what we've seen here, you know, got to keep in mind we're playing on red ping. Tough situation. I don't think the survivors really ever get 1200, but I do think they can get 700, 800, which is going to put them at around, you know, 400 or 500 points down as we go into the finale. Definitely not easy numbers by any margin, but doable. That is what, in my opinion, they should realistically be aiming for. Anything less than like 700 bonus is going to be really, really tough for getting good. And speaking of, they're going into a tough hit themselves. Hunter Jockey Charger Spit. Hunter and Jockey are in. Charger's kind of trying to find an in-between. This is a little bit unorthodox, but Charger, he doesn't get his spawn. They shut it down, but the pre-spit into the charge, and Masquerade's going to be eating it.
Yeah, Masquerade is masquerading in the spit, and you shouldn't be doing that. That's not where you want to be. Nice play by the Special Infected to outsmart the survivors with the spawns where they came from. It looks like it wasn't going to be a very great hit at all. The Hunter was killed off, but not early enough, in my opinion. It took a couple of shots to get him, but they do eventually kill him. But it was enough distraction now for the Charger to get that charge spit in the back, and that was much needed damage coming out from Little Demon. And now the thought of tying this game up is even falling apart further, or even fall further away from getting good now, because they're almost at that 156 point threshold left. When they dip below that, then they can no longer take the lead.
Okay. Let's see it. This isn't the scariest hit. At the transition, outside-ish. Smoker Hunter, Jockey, Boom. Arc Boom does eventually come out, finds one. Jockey, nice catch. Smoker not able to cover. But the Boom does a good job in his own right as he eats up a bunch of M2s. Jockey is doing so much damage. And that's going to be a tilter too, because it's like, dude, like nothing else landed, but it's just one of those situations where he kind of split himself while he was running from the Jockey. He still ate it, and down goes the bonus. They're officially past that 1200 breakpoint.
I hit it.
Yeah, I mean, he's gotta hate getting jocked there, and it was actually because he stopped for a split second to avoid getting boomed on. And while the other survivors kept going, he stayed back. Charger finds the survivor not sleeping, actually. That's a charge spit. Smoker pull in the back. Hunter goes to cover. Hunter does cover. The damage output is phenomenal and getting good. The wheels are slipping here and all. This tank is gonna really set the tone if we're gonna need a finale.
Yeah, it's kind of slipping into SIs going one by one and still landing, which normally SIs going one by one is not a sign of success, but sometimes the survivors are splitting so much that they're able to find the success doing it, which is always a red sign, or I'm sorry, a red flag when you've got like one by one hits landing and doing as much damage as that did. So Jockey, Smoker, Charger. Sayas is dead for the time being, but I think they're just gonna wait. I mean, this is great pre-tank damage. This tank needs to be perfect. Fortunately for Getting Good, it has the potential to be a perfect no-hitter, but they've got to clean it up here, MK.
Yeah, I mean, look at, they've already lost half the bonus now. They got 8-14 left, and here is the 7th tank of this game for Little Demon into the hands of Dew. Or DVV, I don't know what you want to call it, like Dew better, but Dew is going to get himself in the better position to ready his commit, as the Boomer probably going to sack out here due to the wide open area. Probably don't want one of them. And the Jockey and the Charger. Maybe we kill the Charger and Boomer here, and I think I would be more happy with a Hunter, Smoker, and a Jockey now, just for my preference for a commit out in this open area. And it looks like that's what they're going to do.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Maybe not.
You can also see that dude, he's on 6k HP as well. Interesting. Risky play. Gonna eat a smoke, but clears it. What do you think? Look at the damage.
Egg.
Wow. I caster cursed him.
Yeah, Little Demon just kind of threw away this tank. Oh, that Boomer. Oh, that would have been big. That should have been a big boom. He doesn't get anything. And now Dew's going to have to commit with only a Hunter and a Jockey. And he's down 1,500 HP. There he goes. Hunter's making noise. Survivors are backing up. Oh, he's lagging. Someone's got to pause this game for this man. They don't pause it. All right, see what happens here. Oh, he's go. Oh, he just got control of it. Can Banana get anything? No, he cannot, and that is what How lucky has Getting Good just got, and how unfortunate and unlucky the other side has. Not only that, but look at how they're able to blitz the inside of this. All the commons are in the back, and Getting Good is going to be able to bring it if they hold on to this within 500. And look at how fast they are up these stairs. Can they even get a position at the top? Look at the charger comes in, the spitter goes out, he even misses. They even take this.
Ow.
Oh, it makes me wonder what happened if they wouldn't have taken all that damage now. They probably could have put up a 1200 chapter.
Right. I mean, to me, that was something unthinkable for Getting Good. But it was definitely possible thanks to some tech issues. But still, they're not done yet. This area, fall damage, a lot of shenanigans, a lot of BS that can still happen.
That is an understatement. I saw teams.
Yeah.
I saw teams lose everything to here. 1100 bonus down to 0.
Everything.
After Getting Good needing all of this bonus, Dev is back in. He got his spawn. It's going to be a quad in one of the most difficult spaces to land a quad too. The charger lands, cleared immediately. Smoker lands, it cleared relatively quickly. The jockey latches on, and they'll get some decent damage, but they're not going to get.
I ain't dead yet.
They're good. Just making sure. I think they will be walking it in. 631 bonus. And hey, it's still, I mean, it's still going to be tough. Don't get me wrong. I think needing bonus is almost a guarantee for Getting Good, which also means that they need to survive both tanks, but it's still possible.
It definitely is possible. It's going to be difficult, but it is possible. And one way to start the momentum in your favor now is to see if you could solidify getting a survivor killed on the insta-kill on the transition up. Hard to do.
Oh, yeah.
But if they can get that to start it, that could set the tone. You know how difficult it is to be done. You have pulled it off in a tournament match with your team. We've seen you. You guys done it on the bottom floor. You haven't waited to the top. I do remember that death charge. I don't remember who the charger was, but I remember it happening.
Yeah, I mean,
Good
right
times.
here we got a charger. It was good times. It was a nice way to end. And that was, in fact, this was the team it was against. It was on Getting Good. So, hopefully they have learned from that. It is a charger, smoker, jockey, and a boomer for them to start it off, which means they've got two options. Option number one is to sack the boom, and they will get, I believe, a hunter, a quad, or they can keep the boom. I think, in my eyes, those are the two options. Unless you really wanted to spit, maybe you could send in the jockey, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, I was flying around with my camera behind the safe room where the survivors are. And I don't know if you played this game in your lifetime, but I get perfect dark vibes of this one turn of this
I played some Perfect Dark.
this skyscraper. If you remember the first mission where on expert you have to go around the corner to disable the security cameras, and there's a hidden agent in there with SWAT gear on. It looks just like that corner around here. I'm just saying. I'm a nerd. What could I say?
Right.
Shout out to the Perfect Dark players out there. And no, chat's asking if this is the last match this week. No, it is not. We have 3 more set. I think 4 more set for this week actually now, if I did my math correctly. 3 scheduled, 3 are not actually. I think there's 5 matches now for the Swanky Cup, but Boomer goes in, gets M2'd and popped, and that's just going to be a sack for the transition to see if they can get a death onto one of these survivors, which I believe Getting Good needs. And now it comes back to say, no, maybe you should have played Chapter 5 of Passifice. Because if you're down, you need more maps.
You need every chance to get points. I don't see any. I'm right there with you. Where you've got the quad, as it is the hunter that gets exchanged for the boom. Charge is actually waiting down below. This is the name of the game for this chapter. The entire early game hinges on whether or not you get an instant kill here. You got the smoker ready as well. Once players take the ladder, can try to pull them off to their death. Those are the 2 ways to do it. Once you get up to the top, it's a little bit harder to get death charge, but it's still possible. As there is, right after the ladder, there is that area which is a straight shot. Jockey ready at M2 by Rowe. Can't get through. He's going to go down. Charger's still waiting down below. That's really the magic. The smoker goes in on Rowe for a double cap up above. Look at the Charger landing there. 1, 2, 3, not quite 3. It will be a lot of damage, but it definitely won't be the kill.
No, I think the Charger was robbed. What did he stop on? He charged in the middle of the room and stopped on nothing. I'd be.
I mean, from my angle, it looked like he kind of just ran into the door frame. I mean, it's definitely, it was a close call for sure. Again, the chance here as well for shenanigans. Jockey and Smoker cap for a sec, but nothing major.
Yeah, right now it's just Little Demon looking really good now in the driver's seat. Even though they've taken a lot of damage, it doesn't really pose a threat right now against them because they've already passed the point threshold where the other side needs bonus, as he calls for. They
like what? Like, okay.
Oh wow, that completely. Did you see that? Look at the thing. It's not balanced at all.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's a crazy time to call that.
Okay, it fixed itself.
Everybody
now.
was like, yeah.
But I don't know if he knows, but
everyone was red there.
Yeah,
yeah.
And like not just red, like high red. But I guess it works out.
Yeah.
Funny that they called it like after 5 hits though.
Exactly. Well, we're at the point where getting good is going to need more than bonus. That is looking like that's pretty much guaranteed. We're at 224 points. I guess I could be wrong. I mean, this is some good damage. Whoa! Okay. Smoker pulled out. Chargers getting smacked down for SmackDown. Jockey carried all the way around. 26 is going to go down from that. Major hit out of nowhere. Wow. Okay.
Oh, where is this tank? Oh, they are so lucky they couldn't troll that pickup. That could have been a wipe if the tank was in a favorable spawn, but the tank is spawned on the opposite side. Somehow, I don't know how, but Monty's name is flying around in my map. It's hilarious. And the hittable is in play, ready to go as Masquerade finishes up with possibly the last tank, maybe the second last tank, but it is tank number 8.
For getting good to have any sort of chance, this needs to be the final tank. You can see clearly from the score that getting good is going to need 900 points. So they're already going to need bonus. This tank is in. Double boom will be found, but Masquerade's already 3k HP. Double smack, sure. Gets another smack. Smoker comes out with a nice little instant smack on him, but Masquerade is done. And there's still plenty of HP left on Little Demon. I think they've secured this dub. Really well done by them as the distance shoots up to 352. And they continue forcing getting good to need more and more bonus from this point.
And yes, it is. As for some reason, I can watch Montex's camera fly around on the map. I don't know how this is possible. But the jockey lands in the spit. I can definitely see it. And they'll get more damage down to 14.8. But like you said, in all the distance is all they'll be happy with. They don't need any bonus.
Oh, yeah. Yep, it got scary there in Chapter 3 for a little bit. But the unfortunate truth is that getting good to kind of sabotage themselves there in Chapter 2 on the Survivor side. It's like early game didn't quite go their way. And that was that. Other 3 survivors take it over to the helipad. Okay, they're gonna run back in to save their teammate, but now that down goes. Oh wait, coach is still alive here. Look at the charge. Gonna stumble him, and he's just completely fine. Spit comes out, down goes Ellis, who's still got all these SIs alive, and it's just a matter of time here for Little Demon. But you know, still they continue getting distance, which is very important.
Yeah, I think they know that's all they're going to get. They're just going to let Banana die on the ground, it would seem. Not even going to try to pick him up. Nope, they let Banana die. They won't get the distance on Banana. The tank spawns in.
But there's the tank.
And as long as this tank just crawls, it should be an easy wipe. He doesn't even need to wait for his team. Just go in and kill him. And for fun, I think he's going to go get the COVID ball. Because he can, I think? No, okay, no, he's not. But Stiff Kiwis will end it for his team last tank.
And, you know, important to keep in mind, this is winner bracket. So, not only does it look like Little Demon is going to be proceeding to the winner bracket final, like as the winner of the winner bracket, I should say. But also getting good, definitely still going to have a shot there against, I believe, No Skilch we've got, as well as Never Lose. But in goes the Kiwis, down goes one, down goes two. Oh, and the tank almost falls off.
Oh,
he is going to fall off. And down he goes.
Alright, so we can do a point evaluation here to see what the magic number is. So they'll get 800 distance.
Right.
They put them at 5,858. So they're going to need just shy of 400 bonus.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I shouldn't get too far ahead of myself. Like, if they're getting bonus at all, they may be able to get a couple hundred. I mean, there's a ton of bonus up for grabs here. We see 1748 is on the board right now for getting good.
Yeah, you know, if I was a special infected there and all, I would just full send everything right away. They weren't even expecting
I like
it.
that.
Whoever Ellis was just ran out completely, like, not even paying attention.
Yeah.
Alright, this is the transition that's going to set the tone here and all. How much damage they'll take here. They take this clean. It'll be the first section taken. But the more difficult always is the tank. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see if anyone takes you up on your idea of stumbling, you know, the player where, like, Rochelle is right now. Rochelle gets hung! She is hanged for her efforts. Smoker still got 8 seconds before he can go back out again. But now the quad only has to fight 3! Down goes Dick! And that is going to be the end right there, just like that. I love it. They hang one player, and then they 3v4 the rest. Is too easy for Little Demon.
Yeah, that will be it. That'll be Little Demon getting the victory over Getting Good. 6,227 to 5,162. GG.